What's wrong with you people?
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Entitled Parents. In today's episode, you are a pervert for buying underwear. And also, since the shop is closed, I get the merchandise for free. Stick around and let's see what happens. How dare you shop for underwear? So I was out shopping with my friends, picking up some new underwear. Now, one thing you should know is the setup of the store. At the front and down one side and the center was all women's clothes and travel, seasonal stuff and makeup and accessories. At the back and down the other side, center, it's men's, kids, shoes, more seasonal and some home stuff, shoes, pajamas and the women's underwear section. So I was deep into a rack of stuff and found this awesome bra. I had no basket and I thought, it'll be fine, and put that and two more bras and some other bits on top on the growing stack when I hear our entitled mother of the day. She's shoving around a stroller with stuff piled on top. Entitled mother: "Put that stuff back right now, you perverted little brat." I was confused as F. Then she comes up to me, and I'll let you know that she sends me into a panic attack. So I'm there confused and holding in the panic while she screams at me. Entitled mother: "How dare you carrying that filth?" Me: "Okay, just because you like saggy baggies doesn't mean the rest of us do." Oh, the burn. A random girl steps in and shoves her away. Girl: "Mom, step off." Entitled mother: "But it's traumatizing my boy." Insert basic white boy's name here. Not being rude, I'm white too, but it was some name. The kid was conked the F out. Proper conked. Head flung back, mouth open, drooling, and a loose grip on a teddy bear. Girl: "Mom, you're being embarrassing. Walk away." While they argued, the girl put a hand back to me and gave a shooing gesture. I ran to pay and left the shop. I got off lucky. Defended, nobody was hurt. There was none of the give phone cause it helped with the trauma stuff that half the people out there after mistaking this for the meme sub. There was none of that security police I've been raped either. Just a normal entitled mother where her old daughter, who was in for the same as me, clothes, shoes, underwear, and miscellaneous stuff that was cool and cheap. So basically, if you're buying underwear from a clothes shop, you're a pervert. I guess I should not wear underwear anymore because that would make me a normal guy, right? Entitled mom drags minor out of a changing cabin and gets what she deserves. Oh boy. So, little extra information. I hate shopping, so I don't do it a lot, but when I do it, I do the full deal. I'm a 15 rather small girl, and I'm kind of chubby. Oh, and for my age, I have pretty big chest, so I always take longer when I'm shopping for underwear, just as I did on this Saturday. Also, I have a lot of self-esteem issues, so her comments and my fears of being shamed is why I took this so hard. This was like 1 month ago. OP, entitled mom, embarrassed daughter, my savior number 2, and nice girl. Now, to the actual story. It was a hot Saturday and a lot of people were in the bikini underwear section. There weren't a lot of changing cabins, but people didn't want to awkwardly stand in line, country of introverts, so they kinda lurked around the area. I saw a free cabin and rushed in fast. Inside was a lot of space, so I put my stuff down and started undressing. I tried on several pieces, none of them fit, and I am picky when it comes to bras, so I wanted to get into my normal clothes and take another look, when I hear a woman shout, "Embarrassed daughter, where are you, honey?" I didn't pay any mind, but hurried up a bit because I was scared she was going to just open every cabin to look for her daughter. I didn't hear anything else for a few seconds while I struggled to close my bra. It was really too small, but suddenly I hear from outside, "Is anyone in there?" I saw her feet from under the curtain and quickly shouted, "Yes, I'm in here." I thought that was going to be it. Nope. Suddenly, a middle-aged woman, who actually looked nice, ripped open the curtain and stared at me. Completely surprised and taken aback, I just covered my chest with my hands and shouted, "What the F?" Embarrassed daughter, "What are you doing? We can wait. Stop it." Mind you, I was only in underpants and a not closed bra dangled from my shoulders. I tried to close the curtain, but entitled mother held on as if her life was depending on it. Okay, to do what? She didn't even wanted to let her get dressed and get out of the cabin? What? Entitled mother looks at my bra. "I can tell you right now, this won't fit you, fatty." Like I said, I'm pretty insecure about my body, so this kind of hit me and I tried to turn around to grab my shirt. A lot of people were looking by now. The moment I dared to turn my back on entitled mother, I felt a yank on my hair. Entitled mother dragged me without most of my clothes in the open. Again, why do that? She was going to get out of the cabin and leave that cabin for you, and why wouldn't you let her get dressed first? What's wrong with you people? As soon as I'm out in the open, she drops me and towers over me while ranting about disrespectful female dogs my age. Embarrassed daughter was like a year younger than me. I tried to get up and, not be material for some pedophile, or I was more scared of being shamed for my body. An entitled mother put her nasty shoes on my chest and pressed me to the dirty cold floor. At this point I was crying like I had broke a bone. When I looked around, not a single soul tried to help me. Adult people with children just watched as this woman screamed at me for, I don't know, maybe existing. Yeah, so I'm getting the vibe that at this point it's not an entitled "that's my cabin and I want you out of my cabin because I wanna try my clothes in that cabin." It's more like she might have been an actual pedophile, an actual predator, because this is not normal, guys. That is until Savior 1 and Savior 2, around 20 years old, pushed her off of me, and one of Savior 1 threw his jacket on top of me. They held the entitled mother in place and she started screeching about her daughter needing to get into the cabin now because they did not have time for some teenager bullcrap. I tried to cover myself with the jacket Savior 1 threw at me, but I was already crying and feeling ashamed. It was when the woman screamed at for being an entitled fat female that Savior 2 lost his cool and boxed her in the face. Violence is never the solution, but in this situation it was definitely an option. Entitled mother screamed "bloody murderer" bloody murderer and started kicking around. The two guys were pretty well built, and without exchanging a word, they turned her around and twisted her arms so she could do nothing. Luckily, that moment, a nice girl came out of nowhere and helped me out. I found out she was with Savior 1 and Savior 2 there, and all three of them were actually cops in training. Nice girl heard entitled mother screaming from the upper floor and come to look what was going on and maybe help. She tried to cover me with her body while gently pushing me back into the cabin. At this point I was a crying mess, so she helped me get dressed and was very nice about it. When I came out again, entitled mother was being dragged away by security and the manager apologized profusely, asking if I was pressing charges. I didn't, because I just wanted to forget it. But nice girl then even helped me getting the right stuff, and S1 S2 stood guard every time I was in the changing cabin so I could feel safe. I also got a bit discount on my stuff. I don't know if entitled mother tried to press charges, yeah right, on S1 and S2, but I doubt if she did it would have gotten anywhere. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if this is real or if it's a fiction, if it was just invented for some Reddit karma, because I cannot. I mean, I personally cannot imagine that happening. I mean, I cannot imagine somebody going to that extent of actually dragging a teenage girl by her hair and then putting her foot on her chest just because she wanted to use a cabin that she was already going to use. Jesus. And let's end our episode in a lighter note. You're closed, so I deserve a drink for free. Hi all, this is my first post here because something happened at work today that just won't get out of my head. It's not really an entitled parent story as a story based on the byproduct, the entitled kids. Anyway, a bit of background. I work at Carowinds, an amusement park in Charlotte, NC. I work specifically in merchandise selling in gift shops. So today I was working at the gift shop for Fury 3 to 5, a closing shift. If you didn't know, we actually stay open past the closing time, 8 PM today, to make sure that people who are in line at 8 PM get to their rides in our 325-foot behemoth of a roller coaster. So it was the last ride of the night and a kid comes in and buys a bottle of Coke. Bit off on a side, but the prices are expensive, like $4.25 a bottle. So I usually tell guests that they can get water for free, usually a short walk away at a restaurant. Anyway, I'm ready to go home, so I go to the back to grab another Coke to put back on the shelf, so that way I wouldn't have to do it later. So I come on out and I see two kids stealing drinks, a pink lemonade and Sprite. I go out of the store yelling that they have to pay for the drinks. Both of the kids come in to put the drinks up, but one of the kids says, "But if you're closed, shouldn't I get this for free?" This is where my manager comes in and tells the kid, "You can leave or I'll call security." Then the kid leaves. Again, more of an entitled kid story than an entitled parent story. So basically, if the store is closed, you can get the merchandise for free. That's why I always shop at midnight. Anyway, I don't think this was like an entitled kids or parents story. It's more like I think the kids were planning on stealing those sodas and they just got caught. And that was the first lame excuse that popped into their minds. Anyway, that was it for today's episode. So if you liked it, make sure to press that like button or subscribe. And the subscribe is free. You can press it at noon or midnight after closing time, whenever you want it. Thank you guys.